This weekend and the one after, Victoria is the place to be, as over 30 private gardens are open to the public as part of an event called Design Fest. We've been on the Mornington Peninsula, but now we're back in the city at a garden that proves great things do come in small packages. Ideas for garden designs can literally come from anything. Sometimes it's the most basic, simple thought or idea. Take this one I'm about to show you in Caulfield North. It all started with sheep, believe it or not. Come on, I'll show you what I mean. The owners of this home actually spent a great holiday in South Africa, and they noticed that the local community, the women, were actually making these wire animals, and they fell in love with 3 sheep. Aren't they beautiful? They're works of art. So they had them shipped back to Australia, and here they are sitting as focal points in the front garden. And of course the front garden had to be lush green to accommodate the sheep, just like a sheep paddock. What they're actually feeding on is an outdoor moss that's really tough. It's called scleranthus. Now, to create a bit of texture and colour just at knee height is really quite difficult. But here it looks effortless. They've used the formality of the clipped buxus balls and contrasted the bright green with the soft grey felted texture of the lamb's ear ground cover. Now, this variety is called Big Ears. To add some lightness, they've gone with Nepeta 6 Hills Giant, which has the added bonus of masses of flowers. But there's another plant I really want to show you. It's a little plant called Geranium roseanne. Now, it's tough, it's hardy, it lives right through cold conditions, comes again in the spring and lasts right the way through the year. Has a massive flowers when it gets going, a little bit late this year because it's been a cold spring. It's very common when you're re-landscaping an old established garden to take everything out to start with a clear palette, but you often lose valuable plants. Here, they've sensibly kept 2 very important plants, the beautiful old Camellia japonica and then this fantastic sculptural Japanese maple. It's a stunning tree and would create quite a bit of seasonal change. So Japanese maples like this are heritage trees and should definitely be kept. But without a doubt, the long-term exclamation mark statements of this garden are going to be these tulip trees. No, not the broad spreading one. These have carefully been chosen to be narrow and upright like a Lombardy poplar or a pencil pine. And it's a variety called Fastigata. Now, this was an interesting problem to solve. It was originally the driveway to the garage. Good for a mini miner, but not much more. So they've actually closed it down and turned it into a side garden. But they've got a few problems. Permanent shade here, sun on that side, and very dry soil. So the plant selection is very clever. Now, they've chosen a very interesting variety of maple. It's not the regular Japanese maple. This is a variety called Acer japonicum, and these have been planted staggered all the way through. Great interest, again, right throughout the season. Down at ground level, this is the Labrador violet. Isn't it beautiful? Lots and lots of flowers virtually all year round, and they're starting to mass and will completely carpet in amongst the granite stones. Across the side wall of the next door garage, they've planted Boston ivy. Tiny little leaves at the moment, they'll eventually explode to be really huge. And again, autumn colour, summer green, lush greenness and coolness. And that's what Design Fest is all about. Great garden design and terrific plant selection.